You know what? Nobody said when Taylor Swift announced her album during the Grammys. When she announced all these artists overshowing all.
But the Grammys make sense because it's a music awards, though.
This is the Super Bowl. My husband, Jay-Z, is over all these performers at the Super Bowl.
That's a good point.
You don't think he knew?
That's a good point.
You don't need these advertisement dollars.
Usher himself said. Usher said himself. Jay-Z called him up and said, "It's time. You ready to be in the Super Bowl?" And that's Beyonce's husband, so that does make a
so as far as I'm concerned. Good job, Beyonce. Good job. Great promotion at its height.
What do you? What does that mean? Beyonce could do that.
I do not have to regulate.
Is that some arrogance?
I don't. You call it what you want. Maybe
it sounds
if she didn't have it, she wouldn't have 33 Grammys. So I think you have to have a.
Beyonce's not that type of person.
You have to have the level of arrogance to. Yeah, she did.
You think that was an arrogance move? You think that Beyonce do that was on purpose and intentional?
It was very calculating. Very calculating.
It might have been calculated.
No,
do you think
we're asking is it right or wrong? I'm saying I don't give a about the right or wrong. I'm saying that yes, this was a savvy business move, good move on her to do it. If she can pull it off, good for her.
A lot of people are coming at Beyonce because she decided to release some music during the Super Bowl, and they're accusing her of stepping on Usher's toes. She getting some heat for some of that stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but Beyonce did release some music at the Super Bowl. She's been accused of taking some of the spotlight away from Usher's halftime performance by dropping new music. Yes, she released a video, and let's actually take a look at the actual commercial.
Broke the internet again.
Oh, it's coming in really fast.
Yeah, it's Verizon 5G. The network is crazy powerful. I bet you can't break that.
Bet I can.
Wait, what?
Beyonce breaks the internet, but can she break Verizon?
Broken?
Not even close.
Time for a surprise drop. Did I break it?
You broke me. Oh, no.
Introducing Beyonce I.
What the?
Beyonce I.
Seriously? How about Barbie?
No.
Oh, I like that.
I'm running for Beyonce of the United States. Can you hear me now?
No breaking.
How about the first woman to launch the first rocket for the first performance in space?
Wow, Verizon didn't break.
You ain't gonna break me.
Still works.
Okay, they ready. Drop the new music.
She said, okay, they ready, drop the new music. And right after that Super Bowl commercial, music dropped from Beyonce, 2 songs for her second chapter of the Renaissance trilogy that is going to be diving in to country. This will be a country album from a black singer and one of the greatest singers ever, Beyonce Knowles. And I gotta tell you, I think that album is gonna be straight lava, because if you ask me, I've been thinking R&B has been dead for a while, and even though there's some people still doing it, it's been dead. And the fact that Beyonce is going to bring some respect back to R&B by going to country, because country has been hitting, bro. Country is like old school R&B. Those lyrics and the themes that they talk about, bro, in those country songs are fire. And I would love to see Queen Bee take on the country genre. Now we're going to get some more amazing sensual songs, putting her vocals on display and some of those emotional tingles in our heart. But regardless of that, a lot of fans were happy, but some fans really didn't like that because they feel like she's too big of a star. She's too big. That's Queen Bee. Save that for after the Super Bowl, because some people had some stuff to say. Look, like this person right here. Beyonce really took all the attention away from Usher after he did the halftime show. I'm crying. Another person said, I'm screaming at Beyonce taking all of the attention off of Usher after he just did a halftime show. Now everybody is talking about is her new album and the Verizon commercial. Someone else said, but why did Beyonce not let Usher have his moment? I love her, but you know what I'm saying? Here is Texas Hold'em. This is one of the songs that she dropped, and we'll be listening to it a little bit later. But yeah, how do you guys feel that Beyonce is getting a little bit of backlash for dropping this stuff at the Super Bowl? Is she wrong for dropping something at the Super Bowl?
Hell no, this is a good business move. You know what? Nobody said shit when Taylor Swift announced her album during the Grammys. When she announced all these artists overshowing all.
But the Grammys make sense because it's a music awards, though.
This is the Super Bowl. My husband, Jay-Z is over all these performers at the Super Bowl.
That's a good
You
point.
don't think he knew?
That's a good point.
You don't need these advertisement dollars.
Usher
he
himself
wasn't in?
said, Usher said himself, Jay-Z called him up and said, it's time. You ready to be in the Super Bowl? And that's Beyonce's husband, so that does make a
So
make
as far
a point.
as I'm concerned, good job, Beyonce. Good job. Great promotion at his height. And then what obligation do Beyonce have to Usher? I am an artist. I'm an artist. You're an artist. You're on that Super Bowl stage.
But there's black artists, right? These are two black artists at the top of their craft. Do you think there should be a little bit of professional courtesy involved?
Professional what? No.
Professional courtesy.
No.
Like, this is your show.
No.
Everybody's been waiting for it.
No.
Your halftime show.
Great.
Thank you for joining Patreon, by the way. I really appreciate y'all joining that Patreon.
You got 15 minutes.
Showing love and respect and giving a grace period. She could have released it a little bit later.
No.
But it is the Super Bowl.
Nope. I'm Beyonce in 8. Drop it. Drop
What does that mean? I'm Beyonce.
Beyonce can do that.
What do you? What does that mean? Beyonce can do that.
I
I'm
do not
Beyonce.
have to regulate.
Is that some arrogance?
You call it
Little bit of
what you
arrogance?
want. Maybe
It sounds
if
like
she didn't
it.
have it, she wouldn't have 33 Grammys. So I think you have to have a
Beyonce's
level
not that type of
You have
person.
to have the level of arrogance to. Yeah, she did.
You think that
Yes,
was
she
an
does.
arrogance move? You think that Beyonce do that was on purpose and intentional?
Yo, it's very
like-
calculating.
It
Very
wa- it
calculating.
might have been calculated.
No,
Do you think
we're
that-
asking is it right or wrong? I'm saying I don't give a fuck about the right or wrong. I'm saying that yes, this was a savvy business move, good move on her to do it. If she can pull it off, good for her.
Okay. What about if you're an Usher fan? Do you feel slighted as an Usher fan that
No.
Beyonce did this?
No, you shouldn't.
Are you an Usher fan?
Not like you. No,
I understand. So it makes a lot of sense. Are you a Beyonce fan?
no, not really.
Oh, so you're neither. So you're
I have no
biased
dog
here.
in this fight.
No dog in the fight.
No, that's
so
why I
you're
can look at it objectively.
So you're chopping it to good business move. Objectively speaking, can you
Yep.
not see how a lot of black folks would not like to see black folks compete on the highest stage?
You just because you don't like seeing it, controversy creates cash. The very fact that she's dropped this and did all of this and stirred all of this mess, obviously Beyonce has a good PR team where they know how y'all gonna react. So if I was just quiet, did it after, I wouldn't get the promotion. We're talking about it now. We took a 30-second commercial and we were talking about it. I think Beyonce did her job. I think
That's
her
the
PR
problem,
team
though,
did her
right?
job.
We're talking about it instead of talking about how the Super Bowl performance was. A lot of people are talking about Beyonce. Do you think that? Regardless of what you think, all right, it's a smart business move because it's the Super Bowl, and I agree. Taking shine away from Usher's performance. Do you agree that it took some shine away?
Sure.
Do you think that that's a good thing?
I don't care about if it's good or not.
Got you, E-Man. What you think?
I think people are idiots. I think literally like her pushing the fact of, oh yeah, let's do this. We are getting Super Bowl commercials 24/7.
Yeah.
This commercial just came out. I don't think that she was like, oh, run that commercial while Usher's do his performance. Oh, run this. No, it just happened. That was a Verizon commercial. The commercial went through. People tripping over the most idiotic, dumbest shit ever. That doesn't make any sense.
So you're mad at people who have the problem with Beyonce for dropping the
Yeah,
album.
for what? It's a bro.
Can you not understand as an Usher fan how
I'm an
people would
Usher
be
fan.
upset?
I'm an Usher fan.
Yeah.
I'm an Usher fan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the thing is though, it's not like it messed up the performance. It's not like it destroyed the performance. It's not like things was ruined. Nothing was ruined. It was still good. That commercial was a quick little montage, little fast. It's not like, oh, it was going on the whole time while his show was going. It wasn't. So people tripping out over that shit is idiot. It sounds dumb to me. It's some things.
Have you ever been a fan of?
It's just some
Some of
things
these
you just
people
don't
are
need to get off
fans
her.
of the man. There's a lot of people who are Usher super fans. I'm not quite a super fan. I was.
We
a
heard
Beyonce
all Usher
super
songs
fan.
before as kids, bro.
You don't understand how people would. So many people were proud of Usher. They put A-Town on the map.
Right.
To be at the Super Bowl is the highest thing, right?
Right.
Because you have 30, 40, 50, sometimes 100 million people
Right. It's
watching.
big opportunities, yeah.
It's the biggest. It supersedes any award show you could ever think of. It's the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because so many eyes are on you. He spotlighted black culture, spotlighted himself, his brand, and at the A-Town.
Right. He did a
and
good
then
job.
do you understand how
He did a
fans
good
would
job.
have a problem with Beyonce coming in, who's been spotlighted and will still be spotlighted in the years to come, and taking some of that shine away?
I feel like people are reaching too much into this, and it's not that serious, bro.
All right.
Especially with this, it's not that serious. I think people are taking it to the next level for nothing. It's
Simple
and
as
I think
that.
that they're crazy.
Sad Award, what you think, bro? Come chime in, tap in, baby. Yeah, for sure. Sad, what's your opinion on this whole situation, brother?
Oh man, I'm in the hot seat. I disagree with E, man. I think it's I feel like social media and reality TV has leaked so far into entertainment. Beyonce doesn't need controversy to drop.
Nope.
She's Queen Bee.
Correct.
So, keep in mind that Super Bowl performances are not paid for by the NFL. They will ask a multimillionaire like Usher to put up his own money and invest in himself. Why? Because it's the biggest stage. I know the Oscars and all that is the biggest night in entertainment, but since they took the Super Bowl performance to take away from black people in the first place, because Living Color did their Super Bowl special, and everybody turned away from the Super Bowl that year to watch Living Color, and then 30-40% of them never came back to watch the end of the game, the second half. Ever since then, the NFL got scared and said, we need a better halftime show, because it used to just be more commentating and reruns of the plays. Dun, and the band playing Take Me Out to the Ballpark, all that whack stuff. So now they get Prince. Now they get big headliners. Put up $10 million. Now, I'm sure we'll talk about Usher's performance later, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I didn't even understand the Verizon commercial. The commercial, I hope the album is fire, because the commercial was
about breaking the internet.
Right.
She broke the internet by saying release the music.
Right.
That was the turnaround at the end.
But it was so many people talking at the Super Bowl party I was at. We didn't even understand that. Did you break it yet? Did you break it yet? Lemonade, did you break it yet? You won't break my soul. Like, Usher put up his own bread. Your man hired him. He knew he put up his own bread. I don't know when else.
What do you mean Usher put up his own bread? He put up his own bread for what?
For the Super Bowl show, the artist has to put up their own money. The NFL doesn't pay for those shows. You don't make money.
Minutes,
yes.
You being on
so
stage.
So Jay-Z set him up, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why people critique that it didn't have a lot of stage?
Lady Gaga spent $30 million for her Super Bowl performance, and she lost 30. But that advertisement, it was what
you hope to make it back based on your popularity.
So do you think that's exactly why people said the quality of his show wasn't that great, because he had to come out of pocket for it?
That was his.
He had a marching band.
That was his people.
Yeah,
he
like
had
a
couple.
That was Jackson State.
But that's not expensive as those big sets. Like Rihanna had a
remember when
I didn't know
Down,
that.
remember when Dr. Dre bumped Upside Down? We got 50 Cent, all that.
Yeah,
that was their production, but.
So they pay for that.
That was Usher's. All that shit was Usher's out of pocket.
Dre have to. So you asking me to take a big ass risk, and you know I'm dropping an album tonight, and then your wife drop an album the same time to go again. Now,
but let me hit you with this. The only reason why he's at the Super Bowl is because of her husband.
Right.
So he put him on.
Right, but so are you thankful? Like we had early streams.
Yes, you're thankful.
We had early streams here, right?
Yeah.
And then some members started streaming at the same time Jody was streaming.
Right. That's a no-go.
You can say, oh, that's good.
It's a bad look. No.
Is it a bad? So isn't it the same thing?
A little bit different, because if your friend.
Do you think she would have did that to Gwen Stefani or one of these other people?
Yeah.
Beyonce would have did it.
Yeah.
But they're in the same genre. So you think it was a good move for her to do that against Usher?
No.
You think it was a bad move?
I don't think that it was a good move. I don't think that it was a good move to do it. But I don't blame her and knock her for it. It's the Super Bowl, and my husband is making this pop. Ever since Jay-Z got in charge of the Super Bowl halftime show, they've been relatively lit with good talent, because you got black talent.
Yeah, it's been blacker.
What you've gotten, Dr. Dre, West Coast. He put the West Coast got highlighted, bro. I'll never forget that.
So
bro.
y'all think Jay-Z did that shit on purpose? Like, oh yo, all right, Usher going there. Launch that shit right now. Let's go.
Yes,
it's Jay.
I believe Jay. To be honest, I believe Jay orchestrated that whole thing.
Yeah,
Jay is cutthroat.
Yeah,
Jay is cutthroat.
Jay is not a very cutthroat motherfucker, bro. He has no loyalty at all.
Zero.
But
he is savage.
Now let me ask you something. Do you think she would have did that if Taylor Swift was performing during the Super Bowl?
Nope.
That's my problem.
Nope.
She wouldn't have did that.
Nope.
The reason why is because you don't do it to a bigger fish. You do it to smaller fishes. And that's how the society works.
Vultures.
We don't go to someone bigger and entice them and poke them with a stick, because we know the ramifications of that. She's got her Swift army, whatever that she calls them, and they're bigger than the Beehive. and that could be a problem for her. But Usher, you know, yeah, Beyonce's bigger than Usher. She can do that. I know that sounds douchey, but that's kind of the way it works.
Let me ask you one more question. The only way morally it would have been right is she could have did if she did a song with Usher. That would have been.
They do have the Love in This Club remix.
But not.
Love in This Club remix.
They do from the past, but not a new song.
And Usher was in her video for Sweet Dreams. No, Tonight I'll Be a Naughty Girl. Naughty Girl.
That's
Usher
so
was in
it's
the
gonna
video.
come down
her very
to
first album. Yeah.
So it's gonna come when Usher was bigger.
just her.
When Usher was bigger,
Yes.
he looked out for her.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, he put her on. He put her on to whatever I said.
Yeah.
If I don't have a dog in the fight either, but if the way I feel about it is more like however Usher feel about it. If it's good by him, if he like, you know what, I sold 1 million albums last night. You know what I mean? It's gonna come down to how he feels about it for me. That's all.
Do you honestly think Usher really got upset or irritated about that whole shit?
No.
I didn't give a damn.
Nope.
I don't think so, because I think that Usher is appreciative of having the job in itself.
Because he wouldn't have got no Super Bowl at all.
Not at all. Because
Now-
I mean, it's
Think
all.
he's big enough to get a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Not without
I think he is big enough
Yes.
to get a Super Bowl.
I don't
but
think the NFL
without-
would have let him get in.
NFL is not looking to put a Usher on the Super Bowl stage. Beyonce had to become a pop icon to get that stage. Prince had to be an icon to get that stage. Michael Jackson, let's not say nothing. We already know. Not a lot of black people got the Super Bowl when, in my opinion, black people have contributed a lot to music in this country. So without Jay-Z doing his little thing that he's doing to look good for the people, we wouldn't have had these last few performances by these black folks, bro. So, E-Man, I disagree with you, bro. I think that when you're dealing with fandoms, you gotta understand that, and you gotta like toe the line, bro. Because Usher, I don't think that he's mad because he knows that her husband put him on, and maybe Jay did say, "We gonna drop the music on the same," or maybe he didn't. I don't think he did.
I don't think he
don't
did.
give
I
a
don't think he
shit.
did. That's why I said-
I don't think he gives a shit.
That's why I said that. I feel
But
like
if
the
you're
fans
the
was
one
reaching
that
too
gave
much,
the
bro.
olive branch and said, "I'm gonna put you on the Super Bowl on the biggest stage ever," do you
Can't
really
be mad
get
at
mad?
Jay.
Can
Don't
you
bite
get
the hand
mad?
that feeds you. You can't be mad at Jay.
You can't really get mad. Learning that you got to pay for everything, that
Yeah, that's
that
different. I didn't know that either.
that sucks a little bit.
Not
But
really,
but for Usher,
For Usher,
it's
no,
worth
it's
it
good.
Yeah.
because his stock rose.
You don't think his residency went up after that night?
Everything,
Everything went up.
I think everything is up.
Yeah.
He
Alicia
dropped
Keys.
an album. The whole
Sing,
things
Sing,
that happened with that.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was Will I Am.
Freaking
I didn't know that.
JD too. JD coming out doing this thing, man.
Yeah.
Ludacris.
Wild stuff.
Lil
bro.
Jon. Come on, man.
So Keon, what do you think now? Did your opinion change a little bit?
No.
Not at all.
Nope. Hey, the Carters are shrewd business people. The Carters. And I take my morals and I take that out when we talk business.
Yeah.
There's business, there's ethic. Ethically, sure it was wrong, but morally, no. This is wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not about more.
Yeah.
We got to take the morals out of it. Throw that away.
I'm not mad at Beyonce for doing what she did. If Usher did feel slighted, then I would think about it a little bit more. But then when you look at the total picture, Usher's here because of Beyonce's husband. That's the facts. That's factual, right? Usher was saying, Jay called me and he said, "It's time. Are you ready? We're doing this." Like that's the reality. So if you only got put on because of me, and I use that putting on to help my wife,
Right.
how could you really get mad at that? You really
Just
can't.
be glad it wasn't Blue Ivy. you lucky. Hey, my daughter's commercial going to air right before this.
That wouldn't have broke the internet.
And then
But-
Usher, that means Usher paid everybody to be there.
Yeah, those were his
Ludacris,
people.
all them.
Those were his people.
Yeah, wow.
And the Verizon commercial was $7 million, right?
Wow, I didn't know how much.
That's how
it was.
much it cost to air it. And
Not counting the production of the commercial itself.
Yeah. That was a lot.
That's
a lot
crazy.
she did, bro.
Yeah, that's
Her
crazy.
new face.
So what do you guys think? Y'all let us know, man. Is Beyonce wrong here? Is Usher wrong? Can we give? I don't think that we can give an L to anybody here. I'm not giving an L to nobody. I'm not giving one a B.
You forgot Kanye dropped an album at midnight.
That was
too.
great.
Kanye.
Vultures was awesome.
Hey,
Freak you.
I ain't worried about
It's
no
good?
Kanye. No,
Oh, I
bro.
liked it.
I'm good.
It wasn't a collab album, though.
I'm good.
It's not a
Kanye
collab.
said, "I
Good.
saved the money.
I'm good on Kanye.
I saved the money from the commercial Because Kanye said he was going to buy a Super Bowl spot.
Sure.
And then he said, I spent the money on the
You know what?
on the
I
album.
really just don't give a shit about what Kanye got going on, bro. To be honest with you. Seeing him in the
I feel
news
you,
lately,
dog.
some of the
I
things
feel
he's
you.
doing, the way he's displaying his wife, all that stuff, I ain't
Oh,
for
you
that.
didn't see the album cover, huh?
I
Okay,
did.
never
I'm not
mind.
for that, bro. I'm not
You
for
saw
that.
it.
It's just weird, yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
see it yet.
It's weird. I'm not for that, bro. He's attention seeking.
Oh, you
He's
need to
being
see the
weird.
video, bro.
And
He
on
is
top of
so
all
good.
that, he don't release good music, guys, of the last
Yeah,
few
nah,
years.
bro. He ain't.
His
Old
music
Kanye
is
was
weak.
lit.
Yeah, yeah.
New
So
Kanye trash.
That's how I feel about it, bro.